Okay. Think we're good. We're connecting. We're connecting. All right. All right. Let me go ahead and pull up the rest of everybody here. Pull up this one and refresh here. Refresh this. Hey, everybody over there on the TikTok. Welcome in. Welcome in. And of course, sorry, y'all know I got to put my chapstick on. Y'all know I got to. Everybody else is coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, Miss Becca, welcome in. I am just getting everything set up. I appreciate you being here. Let's make sure I can see everybody's questions. Let's zoom in. I can hear myself, so I need to go fix the sound somewhere. Where do I hear myself? There it is. Okay, there we go. Perfect. All right, all right. Let me give myself 3 minutes. Hey, everybody, welcome on, welcome on. I appreciate you being here. I'm good, Miss Becca. I am good. How are you? I appreciate you being here. Hey, Lisa, just jumping on over on the TikTok. I appreciate you being here as well. Y'all know me. Y'all know me. I promised I was gonna be on time this time, and guess what? I'm not complaining. I just got 2 phone calls, got an appointment booked for tomorrow, and then I have another one. I'm just waiting on his documents because his attorney's sending him all of his power returns, estate plans, all the documents. He's just going to forward it to me, and I'm going to print it and go ahead and meet him. So tomorrow I had 0 appointments, and literally in the last 10 minutes, I just booked almost $300. So I ain't complaining. I'm relieved because your boy's stressing over here. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this kicked off the right way. Everybody here, perfect. Everyone's here. Hey, everybody, it is your boy Ladero Wharf. I am happy to be here. It is Wednesday, March 19th, and we about to get our Notary Chitchat kicked off. So I appreciate you guys being here. If you don't know who I am, like I said, I'm Ladero Wharf. I'm with the Notary Know-How Georgia. I do run a mobile notary business in the state of Georgia, which means, yes, I am commissioned in one of the most difficult states to build a notary business in. But guess what? I'm figuring it out. I am figuring it out, and we're going to be figuring it out together along the way. So I appreciate you guys being here. I host these rooms in the month of March, Monday through Friday, approximately 7:30 p.m. Eastern, for all of my notary buddies to get together, to learn, to share information, to grow our businesses. Because guess what? Just because you started a business for yourself don't mean you got to do it by yourself. So I am here to help my notary buddies out any way that I can. Looks like we got a birthday cake right in my face. Let me move that over. I don't know what happened to it. I think it disappeared. But anyway, like I said, I enjoy being here. This is a safe space for my notary buddies. Safe. We respect everybody here. You don't, then you can't stay here, right? I got to make sure I say that. And also, ask your questions, comments. Let us know. Let us know if you have any questions or things like that so we can talk about it. We can talk through it. Let's make sure you get your questions answered. So if you guys are watching the replay over on YouTube and also Facebook, hashtag replay and let me know that you are here because I do my best to cycle back around and make sure I don't miss anyone. So that is always awesome to do that. I enjoy doing it for you guys because I learn just as much from you as you learn from me. I promise I do. Y'all were here last night. Y'all saw how many notes I took. I did. I don't know where I started this habit. I like to fold paper in half, right? So I took this page and this page of notes just from last night's conversation. So I learned just as much as you guys do. Well, that was the wrong page. Anyway, it was another half page somewhere. But I learned that from last night's live. So ask y'all questions. Let's go ahead and get this done. And real quick, how much time I got left for the intro? I got enough time. Right here. See around TikTok? Y'all see this right here? This is Notary Buddy Community. It's free. But let me tell you why it's free. Because I wanted it to be. I'm messing with you. But inside the community, y'all, we have a ton of resources that can help grow your notary business. We have free resources. We have courses. The conversation from last night, I will eventually get notes that I take when I learn on here and share it over in the community, right? To help all of us grow our businesses together. And also, like I said, there's some courses in there. You know, those courses that people charge you $97 for, right? Because it's just their experience and what they've done. Well, guess what? I did the same thing. I took my experience that I had as a notary and I compounded on a few courses over there for you guys, and they're absolutely free. So go learn some shit, right? Already we swearing. Go learn some sugar honey iced tea and grow your business. I just want us all to win and succeed. Anyway, I think that was it. That was that it? Oh yeah, in the Notary Buddy community, how do you join it? Click on my profile. There's a link in my bio. Click on that link, answer the 3 questions, and I'll go ahead and let you into the community. For everybody else, the link to join the Notary Buddy community is pinned in the comments on Facebook and also on YouTube. That is good. look, I only got 15 seconds left of the intro. I'm gonna go ahead and play. Also, when did I turn into my parents? Like, this is a music I listened to when I was a kid, and now I'm listening to it, and I'm like, I like it. Right? When did that happen? When did that happen? Anyway, am I the only one that do that? I think I can't be the only one, right? We all do that at some point, right? But let's go ahead and get the music switched over to our regular ambiance, if you will. And oh, sound shut up a lot. Let's turn that down so we get the right vibe up here. And I need to copy one thing and share it over here. Copy, paste, and submit. Assuming it worked. There it is. There it is. Okay, things are just delayed. Let me pull back Facebook. Let me pull up Facebook so I can see. Hey, Mr. Mika, you always here. I love it. Mika be holding it down first over on the Facebook world. YouTube, welcome you guys. Tell me who you are because I don't know. I can't see who you are. So just let me know who you are and where you guys are tuning from. Everybody over here on the TikTok, let's see what we got. Hey, Miss Candy over in California. It's always good to have you here. Lisa, my girl out here in Georgia, welcome. Let's do this. Try Fifi. I almost call you Tiffany. My brain saw Tiffany, but it says Try Fifi. Welcome. Why is Georgia the most difficult? We'll talk about it. Hey, Miss Mumpy, I know you're out of Texas. I know you're out of Texas. Also, Try Fifi. Can I just call you Callie? I can't even say that. Anyway, question about any news on Ron in Georgia? Absolutely none. They're dragging their feet, they're dragging their heels. You have no movement. And also, I don't think there's going to be any movement until there's pressure from us as notaries, right? If we lay on the pressure, then maybe they'll start making moves. Maybe they'll start making moves. Lisa said yes. The update for Ron in Georgia, we can't do it. It's still the, right. It's an update. Still the same update. You said I said sugar honey iced tea. Sugar honey iced tea. Um, oh look, Lisa already got you. Lisa got you in this tri-PP. So since she said, I'll go ahead and reiterate it. Why do I consider Georgia one of the most difficult states to grow the notary business in? Because the part of the notary business that everybody's selling that is the most lucrative, right? Or was the most lucrative, but the one that everybody pulls people into the industry with is what's called loan signing. So we in the industry term loan signing, right? That's assisting with real estate transactions. We're in an attorney state, Georgia, and we're one of the strictest attorney states. There's a few more out there, they're not as strict as we are. And our hands are tied. If you're here in Georgia with me, you see how many properties are being built, like how many homes, how many townhomes, all that stuff. Imagine being in a state where the most lucrative part of being a notary is signing on closing documents for purchase that are purchased. And then the state saying, hey, you can't do that. That's why I consider Georgia one of the most difficult states to build a notary business in that fashion. Sorry, y'all, I got hairs in my eyes. I was outside doing this is my yard work kit, yard work glue right here. I was outside doing yard work a little bit earlier, taking care of my plants, and I just decided to leave it on because my hair is a mess. When is it not a mess, right? But now it really is. There's like dirt and sawdust and everything in there. And my glasses are full of schmutz, so I have to clean it real quick. But yeah, that's why I say that, and I literally cannot see any other questions. Let me look real close. That's how blind I am. I already have the text like blown up on my screen so I can see normally. I can't even see, and my computer is probably like 2 feet away from me. We talked about these bifocals last time. Oh, that's so much better. Let's see. Yeah, as Lisa said, we have far more restrictions than almost any other state when it comes to doing some notary stuff, right? The parts that are popular. Hey, I appreciate the sticker, Dean. Already, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let's see. Oh, you guys are talking back and forth. Lisa, there was another question for you. I don't know if you saw it. I wonder when that will change. We were able to do it during Ron. Oh yeah, you're talking about Ron. Yep. Y'all know what we talk about it, y'all. It's not a night if I don't pull this book. Right? Even in our notary handbook, short notary handbook, there is a chapter on here about Ron, which is crazy. In here about Ron, I should say, not on here. There's a chapter 13. Yeah, chapter 13, electronic notarization. Right? It's just that we were able to do it during the 2020, 2021, and then Governor, whoever it was at the time, decided that they didn't want to deal with it. There was so much fraud and all that kind of stuff, and they didn't want to put the proper channels in place so that we can continue doing it. So they're just like, yeah, nope, we can't do it. So until that happens, until proper channels get put into place, yeah, we just on with our fingers crossed, right? Let's see. New hand wrap, I like. Yeah, oh, Dean said, yeah, like I say, this is my yard work one. my yard workman. It's one of those little things that's supposed to like red it and wring it out, and it makes you like ice cool. Because it felt like 76 out here in Georgia today, which was awesome. So I was like, let's go spend some time outside. Let's go. I was supposed to be gardening, but I decided to, just clean up a little bit around the patio area, and turn on my fountain because I love the sound of running water. So I have a tiki fountain, so I turned that off. I had to clean it out. It was gross. Anyway, so I got to do that today. So it was pretty cool. I know, and I'm heard people didn't do it right. Yes, yep. Out here in Georgia, they did so much illegal stuff when it came to Ron, and so instead of fixing it, they just took it away. Sorry, my dog's under my desk. I don't know why he likes to lay on my feet as soon as I start. I could kick him out. Oh, hey, Miss Danielle, how's it going? God, how's it going, Miss Danielle? Dean says I got up with Candace today finally. I like that one. Wish wash it though. Candace, who's Candace, Dean? Are you talking about Candace or Constance? I know we got Candace, Constance, Claire. We got a lot of things. Let's see. Lay the book down. Nope, I can't. No, this is the rule. I gotta show my Georgia Notary handbook. Let's see. We can't do remote closings or anything yet here. Yep. Got it. Rhodes. I don't know who Rhodes. Candace, Candy Rhodes. Candace Rhodes. I don't know who that is, or I'm not remembering who that is. Lisa says, reminder: even when you don't have anything scheduled on your calendar, you get up and get dressed. Absolute controls, remote controls. I'm assuming you meant to say remote closing, or maybe I say remote control. I don't know. Uh, Smarty Tax. Oh, it's a joke. Look, joking. Woo, way over my head, right? Probably because I'm trying to think of something else real quick. I can't remember what I was going to say. Um, but hey, Smarty Tax South ATL, you're a tax prep person in Atlanta. You're interested in being a notary. Look, since you're out here with me in the state of Georgia, first thing I'm gonna tell you to do is go to the Clerks Authority website and look at or just Google "become a notary in Georgia." Right, if you haven't done that already, it is a pretty easy, simple process for us out here in Georgia. Make sure that you can pass those, little tick marks over 18, blah blah blah, whatever it says, resident of certain whatever, resident of Georgia. Make sure you can accomplish all of that. There's just one hair keeps poking me in the eye. Um, After that, fill out your application, then take the test or take the training because now in Georgia we do have to require training. Let me tell you, it is very easy. So take the training. It might take you about an hour, hour and a half. If there's, if you need extra time, then go ahead and pay for the commission, right? Pay to get sworn in. You gotta get real training because the training that they give us is not real training. Uh, I think it is just more of, hey, here's some cool things to know about a notary, but it does not teach you how to be a notary. It does not teach you how to build a business either, obviously. So yeah, come hang out with us. We'll make sure that you get covered. But welcome. I'm excited if you're excited about it. So let me ask me questions. Ask me your questions. Dean says win. Oh, Dean had a win. Let me copy it. Let's put it in the win. Where I get it. Where are my notes? There we go. Dean. Say the right names. What we got over here? Uh, and you also do win edge in the tax office. Okay, good. Just make sure that whatever training that you took, just make sure that whoever provided training was on top of it, right? Because people are notorious in any state. Right? I can only speak for Georgia because I'm here, but I've seen it all the time. People offer trainings that whether it's paid or whether you get it free because of work, like, and then they may be outdated. I'm not saying this was the case for you, but it may be outdated. They may not know all the things. Um, it's just as I tell people. Let's just wrap it up real quick. As I tell people, learn how to become a damn good notary. I'm doing this for not even 4 years yet. I'm into my 4 year, right? My first Georgia commission is going to be expiring. I also was a work notary out in Utah before I moved here. And there's so much that I learned. Obviously, Georgia has different rules, but even every day by being in the game, going out doing notarizations, being faced with challenging notarizations, I learn stuff every day. And honestly, yeah, I'm gonna toot my own horn right now because if my spouse was here, he would do it for me. But every day, like he's like, "How many times a day do you correct stuff?" I was like, "I don't, or hey, a week, not a day." Like, how many days? Like, how many times a week do you correct stuff? Either other notaries work or like stuff that attorneys send you, and you're like, "Hey, I know I'm not an attorney, but this isn't right." And I was like, "I don't know. I probably spend more time doing that than almost anything else, right?" I'm like, "Oh man, it's because I'm a damn good notary." Like I'm still, I don't think that I'm already like the end all be all. I'm still becoming one, right? I'm still becoming a damn good notary because when an attorney sends you documents, you got to do it tactfully, right? You don't argue with them. But when attorney's office send you documents, as I work and market to a lot of attorneys, that's how I get my business, right? When they're paralegals or anybody sends you documents, and normally I don't care what's in there. Normally I really don't. But when I look over it and I'm like, hey, because what's important to me is the notarial section. I'm like, hey, based on Georgia law, this is not correct. I, I can't tell you what to use, but I can tell you I cannot use this, right? And so there was an attorney's office yesterday. I was on the phone with this, kind of why my day got thrown off. They kept sending me because it was another documents that were signing that were getting notarized by somebody doing another one, yet another one. I'm having so much trouble with these power of attorneys, where like if somebody's signing attorney in fact, right? So there's an individual who gave their spouse, their son, their brother, their cousin, whoever it was, their daughter, the ability to sign for them on their behalf, right? And so I'm getting a lot of these documents drafted up from attorneys and sent over to me to take care of. And I'm like, hey, this ain't right. Like, like this is not correct. And one was a deed. And I was like, hey, I know that this is your language in your state, but this is not proper in any state for a notary to do. And if notaries in your state are doing this, I understand that these may never have gotten rejected, but this ain't right. Like they don't know the notary law. I didn't say it that way. So I have to, let them know, hey, there's some changes I can recommend if you would like me to. Tell me why this paralegal who found the need to tell me she's been a paralegal for 15 years sent the documents to me 3 times. All 3 times were incorrect. So I was like, I have other stuff to do. I can't do your job for you. So I literally typed it out and said, here, put this on the damn document. This is what I need. This is what is legal for all 50 states. Please put this on there and send it back to me. Right. And hopefully I get more business from the attorney loved me. The attorney loved me, but the paralegal, of course, you don't want to piss them off because those are the people we need to send us business because they handle all the back end for the attorney. But you need illegal 15 years. I'm like, well, why do you keep making the same mistake 3 times? Like, I'll notarize it. I will send it, but once it's rejected, that's on you. That's on me again. But because I stand integrity in my business, if I know I'm not gonna do it. I know some people are like, that's not your job and all that kind of stuff. From a standpoint of are the documents legally executed or like drafted by the attorney, that ain't none of my business. But when it comes to notarial block, that is 110% my business. If it ain't right and it's legal for me to do it in that form, I'm like, I'm not doing it because it will come back to me. So anyway, that was a long tangent. To become a damn good notary. And that's what I do. I love to help people become damn good notaries. Um, we do notaries. What else can I do with it? Somebody texts or other people answering. Okay, now let me go ahead and catch up on the questions real quick. Make sure we got nothing over here. Make sure I'm not missing the other channels. Okay, we're good. Let me put my notes back up so I can see those. Um, do notaries and what else can I do with it? So specifically Smarty Tax, this is one of those things, we call you Smarty Tax. This is one of those things where people are like, oh, what can I do with my notary commission? First and foremost, you're a notary, right? You anything that needs to be notarized, that's what you can do. I think a lot of people, the phrase that people say in the industry is, "What can I do under the notary umbrella?" Technically, you don't have to be a notary, but a lot of people, before I go off on the tangent type of things, what a lot of people will focus on is either you're out here with me in Georgia, so this is not a big focus for us, particularly. But we talked about earlier, people will focus on what's called loan signings, right? Even though you have to be a notary to do loan signings, right? You have to be a notary to do loan signings. So a lot of people assist with real estate transactions. That's one big bucket. Another thing is people will take their notary commission and go niche, right? I mean, let's do it this way. They will say wide. They will take any and everything. Somebody calls them off and says, hey, I need this for notarized. Got you. Hey, I need this notarized. Got you. I need child support documents notarized. Got you. I need a divorce decree notarized. I got you. That's very general. We can do that. And again, some notaries are very niche and they only work with a specific clientele. I don't know if this is answering the question, but I'll tell you. Like for me and a few of us on here, we like to work with attorneys direct. A lot of people like to work with real estate attorneys. Whatever, I will take care of them. Actually, obviously, call me right before this. I will take care of them. Whatever. But I like family law attorneys that specifically do estate planning documents, and also a lot. The other thing that I'm still trying to work into my mental psyche is being okay with personal injury attorneys. Nothing against them. Their clientele is just a little bit more aggressive than I like to work with. And I don't even know if I keep on saying that, then maybe I just should not work with them, right? But they're slightly more aggressive. This is just my 2 cents. Take it with a grain of salt. They're slightly more aggressive because there's a lot more potential money on the line. Let's say it that way, right? Especially if they were in an accident, they're trying to get stuff, they need me to notarize, and I'm like, look, I don't take it out on me. You shouldn't ran the red light. Let me stop. Right. So there's money on the line that way. Where I like to work with the other on the other side with the family law attorneys. If they're doing estate plans, these are people who have stuff to leave to their future generations, right? Their kids or grandkids. I just like that clientele a lot better because things are not like crazy and there's no attitude, doing that kind of stuff. Also, other notaries like myself as well can focus on another niche is in the medical field niche, right? So we have I don't as much right now this year, but in the past I almost lived at the hospitals, right? Assisted living facilities. I'm always in those places, retirement homes. I'm always there because those communities need notaries, right? And they're homebound, they're bedbound, they can't travel out. So I travel to them. That's one other niche. And then what else? What else? Anyway, there's a lot we can do. But now let's get to the other side. When people ask that question, what they normally mean was like, oh, what else can I do as a notary? We're going outside the notary space, but people say this is under the notary umbrella. You can do what is called apostilles, right? So this is where these are documents that are going to be intended for use out of the country. The apostille is the process of authentication that those documents need to go through. A lot of people fall into this as a notary. I wouldn't say by default, but we are notaries because a lot of those documents, about 90% or so, need to be notarized first for that to happen. So therefore, it's a great thing for us as notaries, but you just don't notarize it. You got to do more. You notarize it, you take it all the way through the process, get it authenticated at the proper level, and then rock it back or mail it back to your client, right? So that's one thing we do. A lot of notaries do field inspections. You don't need to be a notary to do this. Field inspections, as in, there's, where we live. We're out here. There's a lot of rental properties, and so as a property management company, this is one aspect of it. They'll send you out there to like check the house to see if it's still vacant, to see if the people who haven't paid their rent in 2 months are still there, right? They'll do these kind of things, and we just go out there and we take pictures, like click, 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 take like 5 to 15 photos of the property, and then send it back to them, and they pay us. That's another thing that we're noting. What else y'all doing out there? Fingerprinting, right? So now my other fat dog is in my way and I can't reach my notary bag. But anyway, there's e-fingerprinting. So when people need fingerprinting cards, what do they call FD 258? I think that's the card number. So if someone say, hey, I need my fingerprint submitted to XYZ state or X for whatever reason, right? And they're like, yeah, I need the FD 258. I think that's the card number. And I need to like roll my fingerprints, right? Yeah, thank you, Lisa. That's correct. And so that's other things that notaries do as well. What else? But again, you don't need to be a notary for that. They just like us as notaries to do that because one of our main roles as notaries is to verify a person's identity. And all of this stuff that I just talked about has an aspect of verifying identity, except for field inspections. Not all of them do, right? Except for field inspections. Oh, completing I-9s. That will be up one. So employment verification documents, so known as I-9 documents, right? A lot of companies love for us as notaries to act as their authorized representative. We do not act as a notary. We do not act as a notary. We do not act as a notary. I told y'all this before. The I-9 is a federal form of put your stamp on it. You just committed a federal crime. Those are not notarized. We act as authorized representative in the states that allow it. I know California, y'all can't do it, right? But a lot of companies will choose notaries to do it because we need to verify that person's ID, their birth certificate, their social security card, their work status, like whatever they have, because to stay employed or to become employed. And notaries, as being a damn good notary, that's one of the things that we are taught to do properly, how to properly verify an ID. Like if somebody gives me, I don't care what state it is, they can give me a Massachusetts ID, I can look at it and I can tell if it's gonna be, unless they're really damn good, I can tell if that ID is fake or not, right? Based on my notary training. So hopefully that helped. That was a lot. So hopefully that helped. And yeah, that's what it's like being over here. You're drinking from the fire hose. Dean says the NCNA reached out to me today to ask me to be a part of the publicity. Oh my god, I never say this word. Publicity committee to teach and train. Look, I this is what I'm waiting for. I don't know who the who is the North Carolina Notary Association. That's what I'm assuming the NCNA stands for, right? Um, I am waiting. I've reached out to the clerk authority here in Georgia, and they just don't ever respond. They never respond. They're like, "Oh, send us an email." I'm like, "You're never respond to it. You're never going to respond to it." So I need to figure out a way to do that because I would love. This will be the only way I'll start like legitly teaching y'all, in Georgia notaries only. I would love to be endorsed by the clerk's authority because I believe I will be the only notary that will be that's outside the courts, right? They don't even train us. But let's just be for real. I think I will be the only notary endorsed by the clerk's authority to provide education because I would love to do it the right way. That's why I ain't got nothing to sell y'all. Because anything like if I sell your education, yeah, it can help you be a great notary, it can help you do your job. I guess there's stamp of approval on it. Nobody can know. So I want a competent authority to be the stamp of approval. Being that is awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. If they give you that opportunity and you accept it and it all works out, I would say go for it. I would say go for it. I did have another. I had a entity that I do recommend reach out to me to assist with something like that. But I just think that I probably shouldn't be talking about it. I ain't signed an NDA, so I'm gonna talk about it, right? um, I just don't know if our goals. That's not true. Our goals do. I just don't want my style to be taken over, right? Because I have a way that I like to deliver information, and I have to conform to their organization's way of delivering it. And it is awesome. It is great. It's just it can be very corporate and I'm like, look, I won't say shit. I won't say shit. So, sorry if you guys have little ones. I apologize. I apologize. I just won't be able to speak and connect on a personable level to people that I like to do. So notaries in the state, members and the public, that is, yeah, nice, nice, nice. Being a notary is an ongoing education. Absolutely, being absolutely there is. I don't think there's ever going to be like an end to learning in notary, like being a notary. And I don't say that saying, "Oh, go pay for the next course that's coming out tomorrow," and then the next one 3 weeks later. People will always have something to sell you. It's just that, and I honestly believe that if you just do the work yourself for your ongoing updates, you probably will be fine. Like, look at what your state like. Excuse me. Like, look at your General Assembly, right? I know a lot of people don't look at this stuff, but look at the General Assembly. Look at your Secretary of State, Department of State, whoever's in probate courts, whoever's in charge of your notary laws. Look and see what updates they're having. Look at their meeting notes and see if they're discussing notary stuff, right? And then you'll always stay up to date on that part. But then there's always change. Like there's always something new coming out in the space. Um, so yeah, so just stay up on it. I'm trying to read comments and talk at the same time. Lisa says to Dean, absolutely been a notary for over 20 years and I'm always learning something. I know Lisa, I love Lisa is never like Lisa knows what she's doing, right? But Lisa is never like, in my experience, because y'all know Lisa, my girl. She ain't never like trying to shut somebody down and go like, no, that's wrong. What is this? Raymond inviting you to co-host. Nope, I don't know who you are. Last time I did that, somebody tried to play games with me on here, and we're not trying to. Let's not play my life. I appreciate you wanting to come up. Unless you're a notary buddy, sorry. But that pop up only comes up when like people want to play games or something. I think I've learned that much. Let's see. I appreciate the ooh. What is Miss Danielle send me? She sent me some little heart fingers and is that a keychain with bears on it? That's cute. I like that. Thank you, thank you. I'll work with anyone paying me the Benjamins laugh out loud. But look, Dean, this is again. Anyway, I say that because if they're an official organization and they're willing to back you and have you train and teach, do you know how quickly that can elevate you in that space? Right? You can have additional things that, like how California approves certain notaries to be educators for their state. I would like Georgia to do something like that. Anyway, I'm rooting for you. I would love that to happen. I'll support any way that I can. Lisa said, I was at the hospital today. Yep. I'll see, I'm telling you, notaries, we do a lot. We do a lot. Experience is the best teacher. Absolutely. I literally did a blog post about a topic today that so many notaries had no clue about. Dude, what's that? I don't know if you can switch. Can you send me the blog post in Messenger so I can see it? Or text. Well, if you text me, I can't open it. Oh, sovereign citizen. I ain't gonna lie, that is a top. You can either send it to me or I'll go to your website after we're done. Sovereign citizen is something I know nothing about, nothing, because I've never been faced. That's kind of how I am with my business. I know. Let's say this real quick. My notary buddies, you guys, this is what I've seen. Oh, I want practice documents. I want this. I want to know all the things I'm going to come across. You don't ever know. Lisa, you've been doing this for 20 years. Have you in the last 20 years, or even in the last like year, what was something new or random out of you? Like, is there something new or random that you came across that you didn't experience in the last 19 years, right? There's always something new because the economy is always in the world's always evolving. Um, yeah, I've never been faced with a sovereign citizen anything personally. I've had questions on it from you guys on here. I'm like, I don't know. Let's look at it together. That's all I know. Whatever we Googled and looked at together and read some state laws on it, that's all I know. But until a client comes to me with those type of documents or whatever, okay, cool. You can just send me the link. I'll look at it. When somebody comes to me with that, I don't know. I will save and do the research at that point in time. Because guess what? If I do it now, somebody gonna ask me 2 years from now, and I won't have been forgotten. As a business owner, CEO, whatever you want to call yourself, I love the title that was bestowed upon me in my last business, visionary, and I love it. I'm gonna drag that title with me to every business that I do. For somebody like that, CEO, business owner, visionary, somebody that's busy, we don't have time to research all these things that may be irrelevant. This is what I did. This is my favorite thing. I do it all the time with my husband. Let's say a sovereign citizen. I pick it up, somebody mentioned it, and I literally just, oh, y'all can't see that. I put it on a shelf. I put it on a shelf for a later time because I don't need to know it right now, right? Because there's only so much limited space in my brain. I need to this blog now just so I have it on the computer and I'll look at it afterwards. Cool, cool. Thanks, Ian. Thanks for that. And if you want to, it will help you get viewers on views on your blog. Go ahead and drop in a notary that community. Hey, I bet you guys didn't know about this. And drop it in there. Because I trust that you write good stuff, right? I know you write good stuff. And see, y'all, the community is not just about me. It's about everybody else. So open and contributing, right? So open it so I can read it later. Absolutely, but never had a sovereign citizen situation. See, exactly. Never. There's so many things that always exist. The issue is the rise in these days because of what's happening. Yep. Oh, it's cold late, right? I get it. Yeah, it is a lot of that stuff coming up. So I'm faced with it. When I know, y'all would know. Y'all don't know. I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna TikTok. I'm gonna do a video. Let's see. Where are we with thing? What y'all got? Come on, because this is supposed to be interactive. What do y'all want to know? Because my phone's over here. I did not complete my 100 minutes today. It's 2 minutes left, and then and I thought it was an emergency because I closed. Like I closed. Oh, I forgot. I don't close at 7. And just by reaction, I just like slid the thing over. I'm like, oh, somebody's calling me after I close. It must be a client that needs me. It must be an emergency. And I answered the phone. I was like, dang it, I was in the middle of my 100 minutes, like focus minutes. And so I got 17 minutes left, and I just hopped on here. So as soon as this is over, I'm finished. But yeah, I got some good stuff done today. Let's see. What was I looking for? Hey, Miss Candace, how's it going? I appreciate you joining. I appreciate you joining. A few things, notes that I've been taking. Let's see. Let's see. Where are we? Note wise. Man, I've been taking more notes on courses. I don't want to talk about that yet because that gets a little preachy, and I'm not feeling that right now. Right? I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I want to give you guys actual tactical tips, like what can we do right now to grow our business. Let's see my business. Man, I haven't written in this couple of weeks. For those of you guys who are new here, I have a little goal journal. Thank you, my girl Nate Burke, Nashonda Burke. I have a goal journal. This is where I keep like my higher level business thoughts in. One is goal because she gave it to me because I like it, and two, it's something different, so I can quickly see it and grab it. I haven't written here in a minute. I don't think I have anything here good to talk about. I need to stop doing this. So I pick it up, and whatever way I pick it up, that's when I start writing. So stuff is backwards, and like, which way is the front side? They're both the front side. What is this? We won't talk about that. We already talked about that. Can you see my own writing? Where is the blue? Oh, I wrote this one this way because that's a different business. That's why. We're just gonna meet in the middle. Got it. Got it. Got it. Yeah, we ain't got nothing good on the notary side. What are we talking about? Thanks to those that reached out to me personally after the LinkedIn convo last night with Ladero. Oh, good, good, good. I'm glad people got excuse me. I'm glad people got good value out of that. Good value. I still have to upload my notes about the last night's conversation about LinkedIn and like some pre SEO conversation. I need to still upload that in the Notary Buddy community. Y'all gonna wait for a minute because I still got to get Constance's notes in there. It's a lot going on. We are talking about signing by X and thumbprint. I had to do it this past weekend. Okay, okay, at least you want to talk more about it, or you know, I can talk about it. Yeah, y'all know I can talk too much. Um, I don't think we out here in Georgia we can't do the well. It's what somebody said we can't do the by proxy thing. So, oh, but Lisa is dual commissioner, so she's in South Carolina, so she could have. I don't know if they can do it out there, but she could have experienced that over there. Um, Lisa, are you wanting to come up and chat tonight? Oh, I see what you're saying. I have a good ideas journal. I 100% completely misread that. Got it. So I thought for whatever reason, my brain saw that you wanted to come up on stage. Got it. Signature by Mark. Signature by Mark. Signature by Mark. Y'all know that I have my favorite thing, and I believe it's on the chapter of my notary journal, my notary handbook. Signature by Mark. I already know this stuff memorized in my brain, but I want to let y'all know it's in chapter 12 under challenging notarization. Is it? Hold on. Yeah, don't second guess yourself. You know this stuff. Signature by Mark. If you only have the 13-hand edition, if you're in Georgia, I know I always show my Georgia stuff because I'm a notary in Georgia. I'm a notary in Georgia. That's why I always show Georgia stuff. But I highly recommend my notary buddies out there. Go to Google and look for your state's handbook. Not every state has one. Some states like Georgia, you may have to pay for them. A lot of other states, they provide it to you on. What is this? My third dad is texting me. I say third dad because it's my best friend's dad. Um, so I have my best friend's parents are my parents too, right, and vice versa. So I'm like, what does my third dad want right now? I'll text him later. He doesn't know that I do this, the lives. Anyway, check your state, Google it, see if there is a handbook and read it. Not every handbook has a tons of detail. And guess what? If they don't, go ahead and call your Secretary of State, Department of State, probate court, whoever's in charge of your notary law. Call them when you have questions. So one thing that Lisa brought up on page or chapter 12 in the 13th edition, page 71, when the signer signs by mark, look and see if first of all if your state allows the signer to sign by mark, and if they do, what are the requirements? For those of you guys, real quick, out here in Georgia, for a person who cannot sign a traditional signature and make a traditional signature, a mark is acceptable as is or her or their right legal signature if the person made or adopts the mark as his signature. Often, for example, the signer is hospitalized and unable to sign the document with his signature, but can make a mark by grasping the pen or even holding the pen in his mouth. Right? People can sign with their toes if they want to, right? However, they can grab the pen and sign. We in Georgia can accept that as a signature by mark. The signer may not be assisted by anyone placing the pen in the signer's hand and then physically guiding the signer's hand to make the mark. Let me make a quick delineation or whatever separation about that last paragraph, that last sentence. It says the signer cannot be assisted by someone placing the pen in the signer's hand and then. So there's two parts. So have I physically uncapped this pen and put it in my signer's fingers? I have. I have. Because you got to remember the law says and. It did not say either or. I have put it in their hands because a lot of times someone has had a stroke and their mobility suffers. Sometimes, like the elderly clients, their hands may be stuck in a certain position and they can't move them as freely. So their signature hand, I've had this happen, sharp as a whistle, whatever it is, whatever the phrase is. Um, but their hand is just like partially crippled or whatever. So yes, in the state of Georgia, we can put the pen in their hand. Once they grab it, they grip it, however they're going to sign with it, you move your hands and let them sign. You let them sign. We cannot, no state that I am aware of. I always have to put that caveat in there because some of y'all may come because I ain't in your state, but I know it's true. You cannot physically help and hold and guide their hand. You cannot do that. I before I have situations. Excuse me, fat dog. Oh my gosh, heavy bag, fat dog. Um, yeah, my dog. Well, she's losing weight. She's losing weight. My 11-year-old lab. She's a granny, but she still acts like a puppy. I absolutely love it. She was like 94 pounds at one point or something like that, 96. I'm like, yeah, she should probably lose weight. So we as in my husband walks them every day for like 45 minutes. And she's lost like 15 pounds. So girl crushing it over here. This right here. This is what I was getting to. I have had signers that are and this is the thing, their hands may not be like partially crippled or anything like that. They may can't see. They may be partially blind, right? So I have in the past, I have put again, I still do it now. I will put the pen in their hand if they need that kind of assistance, right? And if they are partially blind, because someone's blind doesn't mean they don't understand what's going on, right? So get that out of your brain. Um, I've seen that I was a part of a notarization as a witness where that was the case. They just assumed that the person was unintelligent. I'm like, you just can't see. So anyway, sorry, it just threw me off a little bit. Anyway, and when there are people like that, I have like said, hey, you're gonna sign right here, and I just like move their hand like that's where the signature line is, not at the top of the page. But if they go back to the top of the page, I'm like, go ahead and sign it. Go ahead and sign it there. Do what you want to do. But no, I always like to tell them like, hey, the signature line is right here. Move my hand and let them sign. A lot of times that was for my clients who couldn't see, and that's where this comes in. This is a metal signature guide. Obviously, the papers that we sign on are white, right? We have white papers. And I was thinking about getting another one that's like yellow or maybe well, I don't want red because I know red will stand out, but red evokes a different emotion. Maybe I'll get a green one. I'll get a green one. But y'all know the papers we have clients sign on are white. And when I put this on there, doesn't matter if they're visually impaired or not. I mean, it does. They can see this. If they can partially see, they can see this contrast in color. That's why I like the blue one. I do have a few of them that are clear, pointless. They are pointless. Um, ugh. Oh, I thought I was gonna grab them. I did not get them. Anyway, I mean they're not super pointless, but I think there's like a color strip on them. I don't even know what they are, even if I have any left, because I will give these out. Like if I have them, oh yeah, I don't know if I even have any left. I will give them out to my clients. They're really inexpensive, really inexpensive. Yeah, I don't even think I can show you guys. Oh, nope. Yeah, I don't even think I have any left. I thought I had at least one floating around in here somewhere. But yeah, they're clear, and I believe they have like a band. Sorry, doggo. There's a band on top. Where you go? So they're clear, but there's like a little sliver of color on top, like a blue, green, red, yellow, orange. It comes with like 6 to 10 in a pack on top. And or maybe it's underneath. I don't know. But whatever it is, it does not work well. They can't see it very well, even with that little strip of color. So I like to use this one, and it's metal. You guys can hear that. I don't know if you can, but it's metal. And I absolutely love it. It is my favorite out of all my notary supplies. I'm a weirdo. This is my favorite. And since we're just real quick, oh good, my dog moved. Now I can actually reach all my stuff. Um, I know I'm going on a tangent, but my second favorite supply. I messed up the date. I don't even know where it is. My second favorite notary supply is this right here. One of our notary buddies created this. What month are we in? March. Um, what's today? 19th. Look, I don't even know what day it is. One of our notary buddies created this. Um, yeah, this is my second favorite tool in my notary bag, right? This is what was my second favorite tool. And I remember, I think she's on, I don't even know. I got to find her info again and whatever. I don't get paid for it. I have to find her. I think she's on Etsy or something like that. Something like that. I just reached out to her and I think she sent me, I mean, I paid for it, but I think she sent me one direct. But yeah, one of my favorite things to just put on the table, especially when I have if I have the space, if we have older clients, because look, these people retire, they don't know what day it is, and so this is just a quick reminder. And I did have to go through and write on it. If I had to make one improvement to this thing for her, I would say, hey, just put the number underneath the month as well, right? Just because it increases speed. It's probably backwards for you guys. I just realized that. But I just went through and I wrote the number of the month underneath, right? It just increases speed because nobody's going to be signing, or very few people sign March 19th, comma 2025. They do 3/19/25, right? Or 2025. And so I just do that just for quickness. I'll put this away afterwards. I saw somebody ask me a question on where did I buy something. If you're referring to this, I got it from the Amazon.com store, right? If y'all choose to shop there currently, go for it. But yeah, it's called the Signature Guide. Pretty sure you can find it in other places as well. I absolutely love this thing. It's my favorite thing. Obviously, my stamp makes me money, so that's my favorite thing. But apart from that, thank you to those of you who already got that. I have a good idea. Yeah, Lisa said she has a good idea journal. I told you, y'all have seen, maybe you've seen some of mine. I like uh, now that my office is slightly cleaner, I can reach stuff. I've showed you guys these before. I have my composition notebooks. They're cheap, right? They're cheap over at the W Star, Target, wherever you shop at. W Star is Walmart, by the way. I get them when they're like 25 cents each, and I'll just grab one with every color. Just spend like $3 or whatever. That's still a lot, right? And I will have these, and every color signifies either a different business or a different stage that I'm in my business, right? It's just my internal thing. And so I will just keep it and I will jot down my notes on the things that I'm looking at. But then I have my gold one because I'm trying to get through stuff before I buy more stuff. Lisa, wasn't that your saying for 2025? I forgot what the saying is, but like try to get through the things we already have. And so that's why I use my gold one, and this one's for high level thoughts. This is just for every day I'm listening to a podcast or I'm watching a training or I just think of something and I was like, hey, let's look at this. Like put this down, come back to this, and Q3. That's what these are for. I have more space because I kicked all my plants. I'm gonna have to bring them because it's gonna cold. I have way more space now. I kicked all my plants out. Let's see. Where are we? Page four. I appreciate the follow. Oh, Candace is here. Candace, who's Candace? Where's Candace? Hi, Candace. This is the thing. When people tag, I don't see. Well, hey, Candace, how's it going? Dean, let me know who's talking. You guys connected. What are your thoughts regarding? Oh my gosh, regarding recession and notary? Princess, thank you for asking that question. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't have a crystal ball, and I am not smart enough to look at what's going on and make a very educated guess. Consumption. That's right, Lisa. Consumption. That was the word. Sorry, Miss Princess. I'm not educated enough to make a valid what I would feel would be valid for everybody's thought. But this is just like now that I got that out of the way, this is the smoke coming from my behind. This is what I feel about the recession in the notary. Um, the last recession we had, the notary business exploded, right? Obviously, we had different reasons. There was a massive outbreak, if you will. I can't say certain words on here without getting dinged. Y'all know who owned TikTok, and y'all know who this country blamed on the outbreak. So they don't like those words together. Uh, um, so the last time it happened, there was as hard as the country fought against it, the notary business exploded, right? But this time around, things to me seems a little bit different. And again, I'm not the smartest on this stuff. It seems a little bit different, and this is what I intend to do. Let's do it from this point. What I intend to do. Someone else, oh, Dean say you can speak on that. This is what I intend to do. I tend to strengthen my business bonds with the individuals who potentially will still have business through a recession. Because I got to be honest with you, us as mobile notaries, can people go somewhere else and get their stuff notarized at the banks, at whoever places? Yes, they can, but not all documents, right? Not all documents. If people want free notaries and they're in the city of Lawrenceville, I literally tell them go over to the courthouse because there's a notary in the info booth that will notarize stuff for free. But also, there's a list of about 20 things that they will not notarize. And I'm like, if your doctor's on that list, and give me a call back, right? Because I'm going to charge you what I'm going to charge you. Um, and my free notarization for the month has already been taken because I do one free notarization for the month just to help me feel good about myself and to give back, right? Um, that's the honest truth why I do it. Because I can't give back in the other ways that I want to yet. Um, so this is my thought. Strengthen my bonds with potential companies that will have business through the recession. What does that mean? Because I don't want to talk all like stuff. Let's talk tactical, right? If we look at it, oh, that's what I'm saying. Before I go to that part, us as mobile notaries, we offer a convenient service. A lot of times, if the convenience is not high priority enough, people will cut it. So in a recession, conveniences get cut. I'm just saying from a business owner that's been doing this for 12 years, conveniences get cut. That's what happened to my last business. I ran a business of purely convenience. And when I tell you, I opened my bank account the day that it was announced. What was it, the 21st? So like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, like today or a couple days from now, whenever that day was, y'all remember that day, within 24 hours, my bank went from like 30 grand down to $100. I kid you not, because the amount of refunds that we had to do. It was crazy. The 21st got so look, we're about to have our 5 year anniversary, huh? Or whatever day anniversary, every year it is. We coming up on that bad boy. So I was in the business of convenience. I we got good, right? And so what did I do? What did I do? I switched. I was still in the business of convenience, But who else also had problems? Hospitals. That's probably why I like hospitals so much. I was doing a real estate. I was doing vacation rentals. I was doing travel, like travel real estate, right? Um, Hospitals had an issue. They had to go from operating at 100% capacity. They never really do that I know of. They're always above 100%. But they had to go all the way down to operating at 30% capacity. You know how many people cannot stay in the hospital overnight. Guess what we did? We pivoted after many, many hours and many weeks of crying and like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. That cliff is looking real good over there, right? I'm joking. I'm joking. But it got tough. So we switched and we're like, okay, we're not the only ones who have problems, but what businesses that need to be around are having problems as well that we can solve. We connected with hospitals. We specifically connected with Ronald McDonald House, right? They're not technically a hospital, but we are they? I think they are. I don't know. But anyway, we connected with them. And they were operating at 15% capacity because that's what the state said that they were only allowed to operate at. They had so many families that they had to turn around that needed open heart surgery, that needed brain surgery, that needed all these life-saving surgeries, and they could not stay at their facility. So I had 21 locations. I connected with a lot of other people in my group because what I'm doing right now with the Notary Buddy group, I did the same thing with that group, right? So I had at least like 15, 20 people that were willing to offer their properties at a discounted rate because we were making enough. We were like offer their properties at a discounted monthly rate because they needed monthly accommodations, right? Um, to these individuals. And that's literally how we got from March to I think our last person left in February, March of 2020 to February 2021. That's how that business survived because it was a business of convenience and people just, they weren't. I mean, obviously, people couldn't travel. That was a difference, right? But even when travel did start picking up again, it was nothing. It was a convenience. People were like, nah. I mean, not having a kitchen is not that bad, so I'll go to the hotel because they're charging me $20 less than that. Anyway. So how would I do this in a notary space? I'm trying to connect. How would I do this in a notary space? In times like this, attorneys, yes, their business will drop, but people still need attorneys. People will still need medical documents notarized, right? Like that stuff will not go anywhere. This is why I'm so pro working with hospitals. By the way, this is the win. I had what do you call it? A caseworker at one of our local hospitals called me today, and she said there's been a few people that have used you, and you come highly recommended. I'm a caseworker right now. I'm working with these few people. I can't say too much about it. Right, I'm working with these individuals. This is what we need to happen. And I had a conversation with that lady. I made sure I took all her info down. I'm gonna follow up with her, and she's like, "This can be an ongoing thing." A caseworker is not convenient. It's a necessity, right? And so that was just something that happened to me today, and I didn't even think to target caseworkers at hospitals or medical facilities or things like that, like in this space. Elder law attorneys, they ain't going nowhere, right? Funeral homes. I don't know if y'all want to talk about it, but somebody brought it up a couple days ago. They're not going anywhere. So I would build a business along with people like that. Will you still be making the highest dollar amount? You probably won't. You may have to take a back seat and like take some cuts, uh, right? Just for a little bit to build and all kind of stuff to be within people's budget, but it still has to work for you. But also another aspect that a lot of people don't talk about is wealthy individuals. Like I'm not talking about, oh, I know this person and they make like 300 grand. No, I'm talking about people that are like 100,000, a million, 3 million, 6 million, 10 million, 20 million. We got to find out where the hell they are first of all, right? But guess what? They're the last ones to cut their conveniences. So it was supposed to be my plan for 2025, and your boy got lazy. I was supposed to in Q2 launch a separate branch of my business. I didn't talk about it because I'm failing at it. I was supposed to launch a separate branch of my business, um, completely different name. I was just going to deviate it so it's still within the same family. And the business that I run right now, Gen Mobile Notary, will still service my attorney clients, will still service the everyday person. My other business was I was going to think of some other name that made it sound more luxurious, right? um, or whatever. That's not gonna be the name, but that business was solely gonna target high net worth individuals. I'm still charging them $2 per stamp that I make. But however, because of the security I'm gonna have to go to, because of the distance I'm gonna have to drive for them, because I'm going to probably have to dress a slightly different way, right? I'm not gonna be showing up with my car with all my marketing on it. I probably have to be a little bit more discreet for that clientele because of I'm not saying I got anything weird to be notarized, but let's say we talked about this other day, a lot of NDAs, right? I'm not and I know some people are like, "You can't do that because they make more money." I'm like, "No, if I'm serving a higher clientele, I have to be able to pay for the, experience, right, that they're gonna be getting. I have to pay for that experience that they're gonna be getting, so therefore I need to charge them more." Y'all understand what I'm saying? That would be a way that I would fight the recession because they ain't going to no bank to get documents notarized. When the last time one of y'all saw Shaq? I don't know. I can't say the dude's actual name. There's a basketball player that played with Shaq. He lives here in Georgia. My mom's been to his house twice. Twice. They're not going to the bank to get stuff done. They are discreetly paying people to come to them, and they pay very well. Like literally another business client of mine who is higher net worth. I don't know how much, but he's a builder. When I wish I could have taken it, but I was assisting him with something that he did through a signing service. He saw on the statement, like the Alta statement, the number that was cut out for the mobile notary. He's like, "Are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me?" It's like the service that you offer. This is like the 15th person that told me this. Like, no lie. I just got told this last Saturday. But the builder, it was a while back. He was like, the service that you offer. Y'all think about this, and this is something I remind myself all the time. This is why I'm thinking about starting a branch off for my main business. Still only offering notary services. That's it. But there was, it was like, why all the families text? What I do? Sorry, hold on. That's my sister. Like, get out. Like, I'm about to call you. Right? No, you're not. Do not call me. Nope. Exclamation mark. I don't know how siblings are. We got to each other just for the fuck of it, right? um, Anyway, the builder saw what I was being paid, and he's like, "Are you kidding me? The time alone that you saved me from not leaving my office to go to the notary office is at least, even if it was 30 minutes. That 30-minute appointment saved me at least $500, $600, whatever number he quoted. It was hundreds of dollars. It's like this value, high net worth people value their time far more than we do. I know that's something I struggle with. I know that I undercharge. I do not value my time enough. Even when I went this last past Saturday and charged this appointment, it took slightly longer than we anticipated. I'm not talking about like way, way longer, just like 15, 20 minutes over. And the guy who was a business owner, he's like, I've been running business for 40 years. He's done really good for himself. Like, he's done really well. And I'm like, this house is really cool and really nice, right? He's like, we've done really well. I'm nosy. I talk to my people. I ask them what they did for business, what they did for their lives. And when he said, as soon as somebody told me they sold the business, I'm like, yo, and I get to the point where I tell the clients all the time, you don't have to tell me because I know I ask too many questions and I'm nosy. How much you sell that business for? And they tell me these things because I'm personal, I guess. Um, and he literally said, what you're charging. Because again, what my time is valued at, it is not enough. Dude, literally, he was like, when I was putting, because I sent my invoices up and all that kind of stuff, he's like, before you hit, like, because they already know my process, before you turn on tap to pay on Square, I need you to add $75 to whatever you're trying to charge me right now, because I guarantee you it's not enough. Those are the individuals that I'm going to be serving during the session, if that makes sense. If that makes sense, right? Um, Ooh, Lisa says she have a football player and wife playing in Alpharetta, right? I will drive to Alpharetta for them. There is one client that I had to drive to Atlanta for. I'm not a sports person, so I don't know who these people are. But a lot of times, I'm not gonna lie, I do stalk people on the socials just to see who they are real quick. I go to Facebook and I'm like, walking into if I have the time. I do have the time because I'm nosy. And I was like, oh, got the appointment. It was like a week away. I didn't care about it. And the day of, I'm like, I should probably look this up and see, because I know the area kind of. I'm like, that's a decent area because I'm a real estate person. I'm like, that's like a $7 million house. I know this, right? Because I'm always like looking at stuff. So of course I go look up the person's name. I can't tell you who it was because I don't know. I'm not a sports person. But apparently this person was a big deal. And I was like, huh, never knew. Good to know. And so as soon as I left the appointment, I called my mom and I was like, well, my mom and my dad, I actually texted them. I was like, guess whose house I just left, right? And I told them the name. My mom and I are like, eh. And my dad's like, seriously? I was like, oh yeah. Well, apparently these individuals need us, right? These individuals need us. Let me get over here. Let me stop ranting. Not ranting. I've had two celebrities that I've notarized for. Definitely was direct. Absolutely, Miss Tamika. Absolutely. Um, yeah, that's the thing. Anyway, Princess, I hope you're still here. That was a really long thing. That's my outlook on it. Like I said, I'm not the smartest one to predict, like, oh, the notary business is gonna go down 15, 20%. I'm just saying this is what I'm gonna do to increase my business 15 to 20%. And Perlene, if you're on here, she knows that I had a plan to branch off. I was still trying to figure out the name and all that kind of stuff. ChatGPT was helping me with it, helping with all the marketing and all that kind of stuff. It does require me to drive further because of where I live. Are there individuals that are wealthy that live in Gwinnett County and over here in Cummings and by the lake? Absolutely. I just need to know how to get to them. And the easiest lower hanging fruit is closer to Atlanta or closer to like the Tyler Perry Studios, wherever. I don't even know because I've never been to these areas before, right? I just did all my research. I got to at least build over there to solidify and make sure that it works. And then I'll probably start, aggressively going over here because it's lower hanging fruit, right? And lower hanging fruit, then I can use those testimonials, those stories. Obviously, I got to be careful about it, right? To market to other people. And the marketing is going to look completely different because then I will market to people. It's a if you know crowd, right? It's a if you know crowd. And that's going to be a lot of word of mouth. I'm a, how the picture was painted to me. A will tell B, B will tell C, C will tell A again, and A's like, yeah, I totally use that person. And then A and C together, and they'll have a party where everybody that shows up makes more money than I can, more money in 3 minutes than I do in a whole year, right? And guess who? That's my future plan. I don't know if that's how it's gonna happen, but that's how I see it happening, and that's how chat told me it's gonna happen. Oh man. Um, Oh, Candace at CRM Science. Okay, I know who that is. I know of Candace. Yeah, yeah. We have not talked like personally yet, but I know who she is. Okay, it's a CRM. Yep, yep, yep. And four doesn't mean box. Oh, God. You typically can't guide their hands to sign. Absolutely, we talked about that. Hard of hearing or partially blind doesn't equal ignorant. Absolutely. I was just very shocked that notary. I was like, they're blind, not deaf. Like, what you screaming for? Do you understand? Yeah, yeah. Oh, I almost said the word. They understand. I'm like, oh my gosh. And of course, I'm never gonna overtake another notary's appointment. I'm just like, got it. Mental notes do not work with you again. Do you carry a magnifier to help see where the sign beforehand is that legal? We can. Maya King is invited. And Maya, if you are a notary buddy and have a question, I will happily bring you up. But how do people like do this and it pops up on my screen? I thought since I was a host, it pops up on theirs. But anyway, Maya, let me know if you're a notary buddy and have questions. I will gladly have you come up. But if not, we keep this toast to notary and notary umbrella. Uh, do you carry a magnifier? I don't anymore. I used to carry readers in my bag, like just for the Dollar Tree. Um, 1.5, 1.25, 2, 3, whatever. I just carry like 3 or 4 of those. But at this point, my bag is so heavy, and I ended up breaking one. I was like, yeah, I just take them out until they stay in my car. I did at one point in time have a flexible um, it's like a hard plastic got it from a Dollar Tree as well. Magnifier and it's like really plastic and you shake it, it sounds like thunder. Like they're super cheap. You just slap it on the page and it just magnifies things like that. I did have those. I'm pretty sure I left it because the client probably asked for it and I just gave it to him or him. I left it with him. I don't mind for stuff like this. $1.25. I'm like, you didn't pay for that 3 times already. the 3 times. What I'm charging you pay for that 30 times over, so you can have it. But it's those small little things that make people feel uneasy. What's that called? The metal device. I think I said it already. It is a signature. I'm going back, y'all. I have to catch up on the question. It's a signature. What is it called? A guide? Signature guide. Signature guide. That's what it's called. Where did you purchase those from Amazon? Yeah, I think I answered that for you. For dates, I use a spiral index card pack and roll the date for all appointments. Nice. That's really nice. Yeah, I just saw that. I really liked it. I asked her if she can do it in blue. I don't think I got a response, and this was what showed up. I like it. Do I use it at all appointments? Absolutely not. But some of them appointments, it's quick, it's in, and it's a lot faster for me to say, yep, it's 319, 319.25, 319.25. I can do that. But for my honestly, for my elderly clients, that I can tell them, hey, it's 319. By the time they get done with the three, they're like, what day is it again? And I'm like, right there. So I like to do that for them. And this is the thing. It's not because they're not clear. These people are retired. They don't know what day it is. They ain't gotta know. They might have come in. Don't. All they know is the third, the first and the third. That's all they know. Let's put it that way. Yeah, that's when the retirement checks come in. That's the only day they know. Um, the calendar is a simple tool that is useful. Yep, I like it. Hey, that's Miss Candace. Where to go? The calendar is a simple tool. Yep. Knowing the date is required to sign. No, yeah, absolutely. Knowing the date is required to sign. Um, but again, a retired person is not going to know what day it is because this is the thing. I personally, if we're doing like our competency check, that's the one thing notaries you have to remember. Yeah, the law says we need to make sure they're coherent, right? They need to, know this kind of stuff. But legally, are we what's the word? Trained? Do we have those alphabets behind our names to literally diagnose somebody's competence level, right? Competency level. I personally stopped asking the date because they don't know it. How many of us literally wake up and know what today is without checking our phone? We're dependent on technology. And a person that does not use technology, right? They don't know that kind of stuff. And so I personally just stop asking about the date. If I do ask a date, I ask them their birthday, right? But normally I'm trying to think, how does my conversation go? You guys that have been there with me, y'all know I don't like question them to the third degree because one, I'm not supposed to, and two, I am a conversationalist. That's what I like to call myself, and I gauge that during our conversation. The first thing is, hey, Miss Pam, I'm not saying Miss Pam, but like Miss Pam, hey, I'm the notary. We're going to be notarizing some documents for you today. Can you tell me what we're notarizing today? Oh, we're looking at this dang on document my daughter wants me to. Got it. Do you know what that dang on document is? Oh, it's a power of attorney. She wants, like, I need her to sign for my checks. I need her to deposit them because I can't leave the house anymore. Got it. Perfect. Awesome. If it is a power of attorney, just using that because that's what I do the most of. I'm like, hey, Miss Pam, it looks like here on this document, again, don't push your luck. It looks like on this document, Miss Pam, I just want to make sure you and I are on the same page. You and I are on the same page, no matter who else is there. My witnesses, her family, her daughter, I don't care. Like, Miss Pam, this is all about me and you right now. I need to make sure we're on the same page. You already let me know it's a power of attorney. You already told me what you needed it for. It looks like you are going to be having such and such person as your agent. Remind me, who is that person? Oh, that's my daughter. Oh, that's Jim. Or hey, you have Jim Reynolds as your agent. Her last name is Smith. I'm being nosy. This is me being nosy. Miss Pam, you have Jim Reynolds as your agent? Remind me again, who is Jim? Oh, Jim is my brother. All I need to know. Again, I do my check, if you will, be a conversation. Conversation. If Miss Pam told me, you know what? I don't remember who Jim is. Like, who is Jim? Girl, who is Jim? I'm like, Miss Pam. Now you need to know who Jim is, or we can't do this. We can't do this notarization today. Um, so let me know if you remember who Jim is in the next 5 minutes, and I'll start filling out my notary journal, taking them notes. And it's like, oh, you know what? It's Jim. His name is James. Y'all say we talking about James, right? I'm like, I don't know. You tell me. Who is Jim? Who is James? Who are these people? And like, yeah, it's James. I don't know why they put Jim on there. Okay. You know who's going on. You know who's going on there. If legally Jim can't do it because his name's James, that's y'all fault. I have had that before, and they're like, cross that out. Put James's real name on there because y'all know our people. They know people by the wrong name for their whole life. I have cousins, 30 mid. I guess we're in our latter half of our 30s. People don't like to say early to mid 30s. Latter half of 30s. Some of my cousins, I heard their first name for the first time ever. I'm like, who is that? Right? Y'all know how we are. Y'all know how humans connect. We don't know. We don't know nothing. Mine, the bottom will not lay flat for me. Got it. Oh, you're talking about this thing, Lisa? Maybe. Yeah, the bottom thing does not. I don't know. If you're talking about this, it always like cuts up and it falls over sometimes. So I have to like squish it down this way and here it like pops, and then that works for me a little bit better. Good idea, different colors. Good idea is not. I knew what you were talking about, Lisa. Oh, you did say God ideas. Okay, I read it as good ideas. You said you have a journal for God ideas. Got it. Look at me not knowing how to read. I'm not good because he speaks to me in the shower walking through the house. Got it. She has a journal of God ideas. I like that. That's right, consumption. I can speak to that. Dean speak to it. Um, sure. Google says March 15th, 2020. Yep. Ooh, how do you get in there? Uh, Big Artman. I don't know how to say that. Get in where? You probably asked you clarify it. Let me scroll down and see. Yep, wealth management. Good evening, Miss Dion. How's it going? That's right. I understand. They're paying for convenience. Absolutely. People pay for convenience. And so I need to go where they're going to pay me a higher dollar for my convenience. Everybody pays us for convenience. Don't get that wrong. Like, don't miss that. If I am charging somebody 3 miles from me $45, they can opt to go to UPS. UPS can charge them 15 or whatever the heck they charge over there nowadays. I don't know. Whatever they charge is legal. His name look convenient to everybody. And that person still had to get out of their house, get off, or drive all the way over to them. You on the clock, stand behind a desk. What convenience you giving to me, right? Anyway, that's my gripe about it, but whatever. And it's not because I'm jealous of them. I'm like, y'all marketing really well because when you can't catch, keep on marketing because guess what? When you can't catch the overflow, guess who they call? Me. So your marketing is doing me a favor. And then the person understands, like, oh, I went to UPS to get this and they were charging me $15 per whatever. And by the time it's all said and done, I don't know if it's truly true because I don't know, whatever. By the time it's all said and done, it's like, yeah, it's going to be like, because the amount of documents I have to get notarized, it's going to be, like $100 or $70 or whatever the amount is, right? Whatever. It has to be in the multiples of either 10 or 15, whatever they charge. And I'm like, yeah, I understand. My business is of convenience. You sit at home, let me come to you. You got to either drive 3 miles to them or I got to drive 3 miles to you. So it's 6, right? Let me drive to you, and I pay per. I charge per appointment, not per document, not per page. I don't charge that way. Somebody asked me that today, and they're like, because they weren't understanding my pricing structure. I'm like, what do you not understand? You gave me the address. I didn't tell them this, right? You gave me the address. It's this amount of distance from me. I'm traveling to you. This is my total for the entire appointment. Notarizations, everything included. This is the total. You're like, so if I have you notarize 3 different documents, 3 pages while you're here, it's not going to go up. I'm like, unless you want me to charge you more. No, it's not. We just couldn't understand. So that lets me know that there's notaries out here that are charging a hefty amount per document when we can't do that. Georgia is per stamp, not per signature. I know other states can do that. Not here in Georgia, we can't. Like I've seen different notaries. Like, hey, I have, and you can run your business how you want. Just as long as you can justify it in court and don't go to jail, I don't care. Your business is not my business. Sounds like a person had our school forms here, our residency affidavits have to get notarized, and people that have multiple kids, right? And like 2 in middle school, 1 in high school, or like 5. I think the most I've ever done in one sitting was 6. And the quote they got from a notary says, I charge $35 per packet. The hell you do? This lady has 5 kids. What are you charging $35 per packet for? There's one stamp on there. Other states, if you're in California, I don't know if y'all have to notarize it, but looking at the document that we look at, there's two signatures required. So y'all can charge $30 per signature on that, right? Not here in Georgia. We charge $2 per stamp. So I'm like, in the worst case, like in the breakdown scenario, they can charge you $12 for all six of them, plus their travel there and their travel and like travel inconvenience there and back home. They cannot charge you $35 per document. This is a single mom. I know we got to make money. I know we got bills to pay. But if you charge this lady $35 per document, that's $210. I'm like, 45 with me because of the distance. It's 45. If you feel so much, literally told her, if you feel so touched and moved in your heart and in your soul, you can go ahead and round it up to 55 if you want. And she laughed. But I'm like, I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all disagree with me. I'm just like, I don't know. I get we got to make money, but come on. Go charge a basketball player $210. They don't care about it. Don't charge a single mom that's 3 miles away $210 for 6 forms. With at minimum, you charge $12. And since we only have a maximum in the state of Georgia, you can charge them all the rest of that. Um, what was that? It'll be like 198 or whatever it is. You charge them that. Literally tell them, I'm charging you $198 for travel inconvenience for 3 miles and 30 minutes. Let's see how that shit. That's how we're supposed to do it. Referrals within that local community. Look, y'all, I need to hold on. I need to shake it off because that pissed me off again. I was like, yeah, I know you. Who this notary is? Let me call them. Let me call them. Let me call them on your behalf because it made me so mad when I heard that. So I'm like, you know what? That's her business, and I never trash talk another notary on the phone ever. And when she told me, I'm like, you know what? That is her business. That is her business. And the state of Georgia allows us to run our businesses in multiple different ways. And as long as she's doing it legally, that's her price. That's her price. That's literally how I said it. But in the background, I was living. I was living. Where are we? I hit the keyboard and it jumped all the way to the top. The calendar is simple. Got it. Good. I got it. Where are we? Where are we? Google says, got it. Builders. If y'all didn't see that, definitely, come on. Just keep scrolling all the way to the top. Definitely connect with builders. That's magnifying type. Oh, Dean wants to know if I had, if there was a signature guide that magnifies. Is that what you're saying? I don't know if there is. I don't know. But, well, because I wouldn't need to magnify it because they're just, no, because they have to sign in that little gap. Hopefully I'm thinking about the same thing. Maybe I'm way off base. Yes, got it, and just found it on Amazon. You are very welcome. Very welcome, Miss Candy. Miss Washington, you laughing about that. The first and the third, they know them days, right? They know those days. We can't determine legal capacity ever. Correct. Ever, 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 ever. I don't know the date sometimes. Right, Angel? Absolutely. Shoot, I don't even know. How many times I'm sitting at the table, I'm like, what day is this thing? What do? I flip my phone over, look at it, and put it face down. I'm like, yep, I have a disability, so I have to look at my phone many times for the date. Got it. Yeah. I always preface with questions. What are we notarizing for today? You heard me talk about it, right? What is this? LV. Oh, now I see it. LV remote docs. That's exactly what I say. Hey, I'm a notary. Do you know what I'm here to notarize today? Or can you remind me what we're notarizing? And this is my phrase, and I always say, can you remind me? This is just something I learned over the years. People, I don't know, it's just the semantics of saying it. Like, I don't think the syntax is the right word. It's just the conversational way of, hey, can you remind me? It's not putting it on them. It's making them not feel like it's their fault. Or like, hey, I'm being scrutinized, or like, why am I getting the degree by these questions? A lot of people don't feel that way, like outwardly, but sometimes subconsciously, right? Because this is something I need to work on. I need to get better at. I need to talk, speak, sell, connect, whatever you vibe, whatever you want to do, call it. I need to learn how to do those things better, targeted to a person's subconscious. even though I am right in front of them, running my mouth, doing my job as a notary. I need to learn how to better do that because I do it kind of like after years of practice, I kind of do it kind of naturally, but I need to get better at it. This is why people tell me any and almost everything I need to know, right? I told y'all about the inspection, the corporate inspection I did with myself because he wanted to get into field inspections. We already talked about that. He didn't know they existed. I'm like, what do you think I've been doing for you? But somebody else said it, and they put a dollar sign behind it. He's like, "Oh, I want to do that." I'm like, "Okay, let's go do it." And I asked the store owner, right, all these questions throughout conversation because again, the page had like 15 questions you got to ask, and just from the time we arrived, walking around together, I asked him almost all 15 of those questions. And so when it got time for my husband to like answer it on the app, I'm like, "That answers this, here's that, that's this." And he's like, "How do you know?" Because I asked him already. Because I didn't hear you. I know you did not hear me ask him 15 questions in a row. I had a conversation with him. He thought that I was supremely interested in his business. And I'm like, I'm going to ask you interview questions, right? Okay, the calendar. Yeah, that little calendar is always top at the bottom. Hey, Miss Kim Lockhart, how's it going? How's it going? I got a hot dinner doesn't cook itself yet. Been trying to get Alexa to do it, but she burns stuff. Absolutely. And I appreciate you being here. Domicile. I appreciate you being here. Maryland is 2 states. Wow. Okay, for the document. So wow. Okay, cool. I think we did. I didn't even really talk about like a strategic topic. We did talk about how to get business through a recession. I guess that was a topic, right? What else? What other questions y'all got for before we start wrapping it up? What other questions you guys have? Because as Dean said, dinner does not cook itself because I was lazy and didn't wash dishes from breakfast and lunch. I gotta go wash dishes before I cook. Because my other half is not here. Um, he's a night owl. He likes to go make money and do his business and whatever he got to do at night. Um, I'm not. I'm like, look, once it gets dark, I ain't leaving this house. A friend invited us, like, hey, they really want to go watch this or see the show or listen to this band or whatever. It was music that I like. I was like, what time is it? It was like 8:30. You already know I ain't going. Like, I know. I told him that you weren't coming. I'm like, go do. Bye. When you come in, don't wake me up. Wow, how's it going? How's it going? And your remaining 17 minutes. Exactly. I do got to get my 17 minutes of my 100 minutes done. I did not post a TikTok video on it. I got to get caught up on those because I'm trying to share every day the few things that I'm doing for my 100 minutes to grow my business. Because again, I don't foresee how after 100 committed days of doing the right activities, how my business is going to be in the same spot. I don't see it. I don't see it, right? So I'm excited. Like I have to like pump myself up. I ain't gonna lie. Today I was dragging my feet. I was like, ugh. Day 4 and I'm already like crashing. I got 96 more days to go. So I was like, but I have to re-pump myself up. I'm like, dude, in 100 working days, because sometimes Sunday may not be included, some days Sunday will, some weeks Sunday will. In 100 working days, your business is going to be unrecognizable. So I got to keep pushing forward and I got to keep on doing it. If y'all know what I'm talking about, go look on my TikTok, follow the journey there, like the recorded videos. Follow the journey there. If you're in the Notary community, you know what? I have been posting it, but it's actually the same thing that I showed on TikTok. But in the comments, I write way more info. And I just realized that I'm posting it in a closed group that nobody has access to but me. And Ferline, I put you in that group. I don't know if you're on here. Um, it's my road to 6 figures mastermind. And based on what I'm doing and the day that I started, if things plan out, when things plan out, I'm going to be shy of 100 grand because I wasted a quarter. I wasted almost 90 days. And based on the calculation, well, look, don't get me wrong. I ain't trying to say that I'm one of these notaries out here that make 100 grand a year. I will never lie to y'all. I don't. You already know my notary business. I average between $2,000 to $2,500 a month. Is that enough for me to live? Absolutely not. I have rentals. Well, I have one rental. I don't even have that anymore. We got to do a title transfer, so I got to go ahead and he made his last payment last month, which I'm super excited for him. He dude owns a house now. He owns his home. We just got to do the title transfer and all this kind of stuff. It's a mobile home. We got to deal with that. Um, but also I did do investments when I had money, when I was making money, like lots of money, and lots it was a lot of money for me. Because some people like that wasn't a lot of money, but I did do a few investments, and they're paying like we did the time frame as elapsed, and so those are paying us. And so with those investments, I'm supposed to be paid. I know I don't talk about money to like it is not, but for my notary business, um, and my pay, like my paycheck from my notary business, plus those investments, plus my rental, they pay on time. We average maybe like 45, 4,600 bucks, maybe somewhere in there. But I don't get to spend all that money, right? I have to put it aside for things. I have other stuff to pay. For the real estate business, we have to pay property taxes, which was due in November. And I still have to pay them. So there's a lot of stuff that I have to pay with the money, and so it's not like I get to take all of it home, right? So when all of that's done and paid on time, we can live. And again, I convince our living, so we don't live in a 5 bedroom house anymore like we started to in Georgia. We live in a studio apartment, and that was for move because one, the bills were and rent is too damn high here. And I was in Utah, I had my own house. Our mortgage was $1,100, and that was me paying extra. The mortgage was $900 a month. Missed that. I sold my house, moved to Georgia, and got slammed. I was like, "Ooh, y'all rent's too high out here." Now I'm in a studio apartment. I can my notary business can manage that. If I needed to, I can manage that. As long as I do the work, right? I can manage that. Expenses are not terrible. Our utilities aren't terrible. So we made that move. So I can build an unshakable business because I was always stressed. Oh, still stressed. I ain't gonna lie. But I was always stressed 36 days of the month. There's only 30, 31 days, right? I was stressed 36 days of the month because my business was not producing enough to keep up with the lifestyle that I was living. That was my fault. I changed businesses. My writer business was able to keep up their lifestyle, no problem. This notary business is not. It is not lived long enough yet, right? And it was a foolish on my behalf because that other business took about 4 years, 3.5 years, 4 years to stabilize to be able to pay me like that, right? And I just immediately started doing it off my notary business in year one, and I strangled the hell out of it. And so I'm fixing that. That's my plan. Anyway, I'm rambling on. That's my 100-day plan to go ahead and increase my notary business to get it to the point of top line revenue of 5,000 to $6,500 a month. That means I got to make some drastic changes because I'm sitting at 2 grand, 2,500. That's a big leap. I got to double point something. I got a 2 point something X this business to get there. Top line revenue, and then that'll be closer to taking care of all my stuff because my rental's up, right? I ain't got to go buy another rental. I ain't got money. I don't. So that's my plan. So I will try to update the post and take them out of the closed group, my road to six figures group, because I'm keeping that one closed on purpose so that I can prove that it works. Because it's me and Ferline. We have a run. Ferline's trying to hit 250. I'm trying to hit a 100. And I wasted a quarter. So I'm going to end up shining. Anyway, I know some of y'all asked about the group. This is not the group. The Notary Buddy community. In that group, I welcome all my Notary Buddies in there. It is open to all y'all from the north to south to the dirty, north to the dirty south, from east to the west coast. Everybody's welcome. And there we talk more about growing your notary business and things like that. The Six Figure Mastermind, that one is closed because only 2 people are in there, right? I'm trying to prove it to myself that I can do it before I try to show anybody else how to do it. But guess what? Everything I do, I tell y'all anyway. So you ain't missing nothing, right? That is literally just going to be me of 100. It's going to be 100 posts of what they're all saying. This is what I did. These are my results. This is what I did. These are my results. Y'all ain't missing nothing. So hopefully that helps. And how to join the Notary community? If you're on TikTok, just go to the link in my bio and click on it, answer the questions. I'll go ahead and let you. And with that being said, hey, Michael, you're just joining. I'm going to go ahead and bounce. Before y'all bounce, we got to celebrate wins. No, we got to celebrate wins. At Patricia in the community, there is a countdown. Oh, Patricia asks, do you send out notifications? Got it. So yeah, Lisa did ask it for you. Do you send out notifications when you go live? So yeah, it is all in the community. I know like it's in the community, but you gotta go to TikTok to watch it, or Facebook, or YouTube, right? But yes, it's posted in there because that's the easiest way for me to update you guys on my schedule, so everybody can see it. Because any other way to send out notifications, I gotta pay for it. In the group, it's all free. Or I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how TikTok notifies people. So I think that's not good. But anyway, let's switch to music. Y'all got last minute questions. Y'all better ask them. Hey, Christy, how's it going? My girl, Christy, you hopping on? Y'all already know. Y'all know what time we wrap up over here. Um, let's see. I haven't heard that song in a minute. Let's go ahead and use it. No lyrics, no swearing. Okay. Please no hook either, because that's a naughty song. Test on Saturday. Nigga, you have a test on Saturday? Is it what test is it? Loan signing agent, notary test? Like what are you taking on Saturday? I pretty wait. Let's talk about some wins real quick. Let's let people notary test. Awesome. Awesome stuff. We gonna circle back around and make sure we talk about the win. Um, let's see. Next question. Is it difficult to get into hospital notary? Depends on your state. It really does. Georgia, apparently, when I say to people, they're like, hey, how it is in my state, it's easy for us here. Ain't gonna lie. You just need to know how to be a people person and talk to the right person. Are you in Georgia with me? Are you what state are you in? As I'm waiting on that, I gotta go talk about wins real quick. Let's see what I gotta let people in the community first. Yes. Yeah. Um, Look, I know when I mention the community like 15 times per night, you're like 10, 15, 25 people to join. But now that I'm only mentioning it two, only like 5 people join. But that's cool with me. That's cool with me. Because we almost had 400, and I'm trying to think of something special to do together when we get to 400. We only got 5 more to go, y'all. 5 more to go. So, Miss Jessica, I see you requested to be in the Notary Buddy community. You are out in New Jersey. Let me go ahead and add you. Um, Miss Jessica, I need to change the song real quick. Hold on. I want to hear this. Let's do this one. Oh, this one I think has lyrics in it. So anyway, Miss Jessica that just joined us in New Jersey. Connect with Miss Constance. She is a signing service owner. She's on TikTok as well. It's just Constance the Notary. I can't remember her handle right now, but she is on TikTok. And connect with her. If I'm not mistaken, Miss Constance is in Jersey as well, right? She's out. Is she? Where is she? Now I'm second guessing myself. Um, but she is also in the Notary Buddy community. Connect with her. She is Constance the Notary Mentor. Her handle is Accurate Notary Academy. Uh, just connect, follow Miss Constance. She is okay, cool. She is in Jersey. So she is a good resource out there. And she owns a signing service company. If you're at the stage, if you've done education and you know how to do loan signings, connect with her so she can send you stuff, right? Get your business. And also, if you need additional training, she is there for that as well. What is it? Notre Dame community. Frederica, Miss Frederica, what we got? What we got? You're in Tennessee. I will get you approved. And also, I'm about to tag you in the Tennessee thread, Miss Frederica, because we do have a few Tennessee notary buddies in the group. And I'm going to tag you in that thread because they trying to do a meetup. I don't know where you are in Tennessee, but they trying to get together. Tennessee notary buddies. Here you guys go. I have a thread just for you. And did I say it right? Is it this Frederica? Frederica? Oh, there's two of you guys in here. Dude, which one was it? I don't want to tag the wrong person. I think it was C. Okay, got you. Yeah, last name starts with a C. Got it. I just tagged you in the thread with all the other Tennessee notaries. So connect, get to know each other, and build your business. Build your business. Ask for help if you need it, because there are great resources over there. Great resources. Thank you, Michael, for letting me know that she is over there. Okay, and Callie, ask Michael. Big Hartman, or is that Big Hartman? I don't know how to say it. You're in California. Your guys' process to get into a hospital may be completely different than mine. I know that you guys require, I believe I know, that you require someone called an ombudsman. I can't say it, ombudsman, um, for people in those situations that are in the hospital. Michael on here, look, I'm throwing it out there. Michael is he helps me with California. He is a fantastic resource. He is literally like a few people under you. Michael J. MJM Signings. I think that's his name. Um, so y'all process may be a little bit different. So check in with California people, right? See if Michael's willing to, answer questions for you. You know, sorry, Michael, I just threw you out there. I should have asked you first. But he would know that process way better than me. But can you do it? Absolutely. I have people in California, my notary buddies, that talk about it all the time. It just may take a little bit more finesse for you to accomplish that than it does for me here. And this is one thing about hospitals. If they will add you to their refer notaries, it won't be you, it'll be you plus other people because a lot of businesses can't just refer one person. They have to add you to a list, right? And so that's how the hospitals do out here in Georgia. They will add us to a list, but the trick that I learned, I give them cards, right? I don't just, I mean, because other people give them a card or they'll just give the information. The head nurse or whoever, the charge nurse, I think that's what it's called. That's what they're called. They will write your information down and then update the list. They'll go ahead and add you to the list. But I also give them cards, and the client that I saw at the hospital, I give them cards as well. Like, hey, these are for you, for family members if you need them. But I give them extra and say, hey, on the way out, or when the nurse comes in, can you give them this? Right? And just let them, if you feel kind, if you touching your soul and your bones and whatnot, say a few kind words about me and give them his card and ask them to take it to the nurse that's in charge or whatever. That's how, even though I'm on that list, last time I checked, I'm number one on that list, which is nice for my area. I'm number one on the list because that's what they do. They just look at the list, they call the first person on the list, and I make sure I always answer. So I give them cards, I give them all this kind of stuff, and I always speak to the nurses all the time, all the time. And so, I'm a little bit more friendly, so it helps me get bumped up a little bit higher on that list, right? And also, they have a card or a half a sheet of paper. I will print out flyers. I don't have any on my desk right now. But y'all know how I like writing on half sheets of paper? I'll have a half a sheet of paper like this with my face and all my information. As soon as I walk in, they're like, oh, you're the guy. Your face is on the desk. I'm like, yeah, my face is on the desk, right? So good. I was talking. I was talking for a point. I was talking for a reason. I was waiting for Michael to get a response. So big Artman, if you're still here, Mike says I'm in Cali, and some hospitals can use you as a referral, but I'm usually at hospitals um, due to the requesters needing to meet at hospitals for signing appointments, usually like employees. So again, so thank you for clearing that up because I probably said it and it was interpreted incorrectly. I don't work at the hospital, if that makes sense. So let's clear that up, right? Clients call me, and I just told you how nurses recommend me, but also exactly what Michael said. It can be a family member of somebody's in the hospital that's coordinating the appointment, but a lot of times they just Google, or they will ask the staff if they have a note, right? And that's why I was saying that comes in to go meet with the people, the nurses, be nice to them to get on that list, that referral list. But yeah, yeah, look your rules up in California because all I know is all I keep hearing is ombudsman, something like that. I mean, none of that out here in Georgia. So I don't know what that. I know that adds another layer to your appointments. So with that being said, I want to make sure that question got answered by somebody that was more proficient in the space that I am. Looks like we did get one more notary buddy request. Let me go ahead and add you real quick. Then go look at wins, and then we're gonna shut it down because I gotta clean, gotta cook dinner, gotta eat dinner. I gotta finish my 100 minutes for tonight, which is only 17 more minutes. Let's see who we got. We got Miss Megan out in California. I got you, sis. You are now in the community. Wins. We did have a notary buddy that just said it a little bit ago. Where was it? Where was it? Where was it, Miss Megan? Oh, you just joined the community. Miss Megan, she's gonna be taking her notary test on Saturday. Congratulations! Let's celebrate you. That's gonna be awesome. Let us know the results, right? Let us know. Because we want to celebrate you when you get the commission, when you buy your stamp. Let's do it. Let's celebrate you. Dean had some accomplishments. He was able to go, he did his complete 3-day run of doing TikTok live. So now he can go officially go live and can share some stuff with you guys again. He is my signing service notary buddy out in North Carolina. So watch out for him. He and I are going to be doing a lot more tag team things, right? We're going to be sharing a lot of stuff because he is very proficient in the SEO space. He did it for a career for like 10 to 15 years. This man knows his stuff. Let's see, other wins in the community. Miss Tamika, I got a win. Let's see, direct is the goal. I was a witness for an attorney. Now, listen to this. Ooh, I ain't got enough time to talk about it. It'll be tomorrow's topic. How to get business from attorneys by being a witness. Miss Tamika said she was a witness for an attorney and come to find out we work in the same areas. The attorney asked for her business card, and so she called Miss Tamika today directly to be a witness. She has used her 3 times since then, and now today she inquired about me assisting her with real estate transactions. That's what I'm talking about. Absolutely love it, love it, love it. You build that business, Miss Tamika. I love when we have wins like that. Lisa said another one scheduled while I was at a hospital. Another appointment was scheduled. So y'all, Lisa's out here with me in Georgia. She was at a hospital taking care of a notary appointment. While she was there, another person called and got another appointment scheduled. There's business out there, y'all. Let's go and get it. There's enough business for all of us. I absolutely love it. Let's see. And before that, Lisa said she had an appointment at the hospital. That's what we're talking about. She gave us a break. Lisa, don't give us a break. Share the wins nonstop. But she had an appointment, the first appointment at the hospital. Um, she had nothing scheduled on her calendar, and now she does. Absolutely. I absolutely love it. Hassani, which is Miss Mumby on TikTok, Hassani says, CEO, she is open. She opened her business account today with an LLC. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Getting those business accounts open. Look, we had a lot of wins. Did we get Miss LaDonna? Yep, we got Miss LaDonna. She passed her NSA exam on this past Sunday, and her background was approved. I absolutely love the wins. For me, my notary buddies, I had absolutely nothing on my calendar for tomorrow. And right before I hopped on the live, I got 2 phone calls. Because I was working, and I was like, oh, let me answer this phone real quick because I wasn't closed yet. I thought I was closed, but I wasn't. A person needed a client of mine needed an advanced healthcare directive notarized. I always tell these people they don't need to be notarized. You just need 2 witnesses. She's like, well, can I just pay you to bring witnesses? I was like, if you don't want to notarize, I will act as a witness and I'll bring another witness. But if you would like it to be notarized, I need to 3 of us will show up at your door. 3. Me as a notary and 2 other witnesses. And she was like, let's just go ahead and do that. So I'm just waiting for them to even book. And I'm just waiting for them to confirm which of the 2 they want. And then also I hung up with them. Almost immediately, another person called me, somebody I did work with before. I worked with him through his attorney. And of course, I gave the charge all that the people. And he's like, hey, the attorney just sent me some more documents because the first one was for his mom. He's like, now I'm doing all my stuff and I need you to come out. And he's like, can you print it? Because the attorney sent it to him. And he's like, my printer's broken. I'll send it to you to print it. And literally, he told me how much to charge. So this is bad. You all know it's bad when my clients tell me how much to charge them because my ass be charging not enough. They're like, I really appreciated what you did with my mom. This is what you're going to charge me. And I was like, okay. I made that invoice and I sent it out. I'm waiting for him to pay it. And then I'll be meeting with him tomorrow. And so tomorrow is going to end up being I think it's 300 or right under like 295 or something like that. So I'm excited for that. So I'm getting back up there. My goal is to do $300 a work day, $300 a work day, and that's going to get me closer to my goal because I can average 100 no problem. Now I need to like 3 times that amount, right? But that was it. I don't want to keep talking. I appreciate you guys being on here. Let's see. Ms. Megan says she doesn't understand apostilles. I will say this real quick. Hold on. We had more wins. I love this song too, Miss Megan. Miss Washington said she's picking up the apostille as a courier. I absolutely love it. That's a win. Miss Washington, let us know. Remind me if like is that going to be your first time going through the process? If so, let me know. And if of course you still let me know how it goes. I really love people doing that. And Miss Megan, the last thing I think is I gotta go. If you already joined the Notary Buddy community, in there's this amazing thing called a learning tab, and I just released an apostille course. Maybe a couple weeks ago. I still need to add more to it, but go and watch that. This is going to be the kicker part. There's going to be a lot of things I walk you guys through what an apostille is, what our role as notaries is during that apostille process. I also give, I think, 3 or 4 examples of different states with apostilles. I'm in Georgia, so I may give a lot of Georgia examples for myself, but I did mix it up and give you apostilles from different states, as well as showing you how to do an apostille from a federal level, right? I show you all the process, how to walk through it, how to research, how to fill out the form. I will show you guys how to mail it off because somebody asked me that. And I was like, oh yeah, I need to put that module in there, how to mail it. But some people forget that you got to pay for shipping for both ways, and you can lose your profit. You can mess up real bad if you don't account for that. But anyway, I will get that module out. This is the kicker part about it. There's a lot of information there that you can watch and start doing your apostille business right after. Like you can start doing apostille right after you watch that course. The course, I'm not gonna lie, it probably should be $197 minimum, right? Because I love you guys so much. Like for real, I do. I love my Notary community. It's 100% free. So you get that course from being in the Notary community 100% free. Go ahead and take it. Ask me questions and all the things. If somebody asks, do I give a certificate for my courses? I put one for the apostille. It is ugly as hell. I mean, if you want me to make another one, you got it, right? You got it. That certificate is ugly as hell. Those of y'all who've gotten it, it's ugly. Y'all know it is, right? But I only did it as a joke because everybody wants a certificate. You don't need a certificate. You don't. You really don't. Because I have no authority or power. Like I am not accredited by any person out there to issue you a certificate that carries weight. That's why I don't do it. But I did one because y'all asked for it. I did it as a joke. After you're done with the apostille course, you automatically get a certificate for completing it. You can market it with that bad boy as much as you want to. But let me make it prettier if you're going to use it to market. I literally put it in there as a joke, being facetious. But yes, you do get one. Y'all trying to keep me here. These are the last three questions I answered, and I gotta go. Let's see. That's the answer to that. Excellent course. Thank you, Angel. I'm glad. I'm glad. I did not pay Angel to say that it was a good course. Hey, I completed my loan signing agent and fancy. Who is this budget breakdown? Oh my gosh! I'm so excited for you. Congratulations. I know that was like a next big step for you. I am so glad you got that pass exam. What's next? What's next? Let us know what's next. I'm excited for you. How do I join the community? Since you're over here on Facebook, Gemini Baby 81, go to the link in my bio. Go to my bio, and there's a link in there. It's the only link that I have in there now. I got rid of everything else. Click on it, answer the three questions, and as soon as I see you, you saw me. I let people in. As soon as you request, I go in and let you in. I'm down to only putting people in there once a day. Before I used to do it like all throughout the day, so y'all get it done. It gets done at this point. So you will get put in. If you do it before I get off the call, I will add you right now. But if you do it afterwards, you'll get put in tomorrow night. I'm so excited for you, budget breakdowns. I have been signing up with a few signing agencies. I'm awesome. I love it. Somebody's asking Michael a question. Okay, we'll do it. You are welcome. I think we're good. All right, that's it for real. Are you a full-time notary? Did I say don't ask? I'm joking. I'm messing with you. As people like to say, what does full-time mean, right? Do I run only a notary business currently at this point? Yes, that's my bread and butter. I don't currently work a full-time job. I'm not currently taking any contracts because I will take a short-term contract to make up the money that I'm missing in my notary business, right? I'm notorious for doing that. I'm trying to not do that right now and focus solely on my notary business. I was just supposed to accept it close because your boy needs food, but I need to eat a lot. I need to eat a lot of food. But anyway, so do I run my notary business full time? When people think of full time as 40 hours a week, no, I don't. I commit 20 to 30 hours to my notary business, and I consider that full time for me, right? Because if I'm trying to at this stage without a ton of clients, it's pointless for me to run this business 40 hours a week. It really is. It really is. I end up wasting time. I end up dicking around. Sorry, I don't know if I should say that, but I do. And so I try to be as efficient as possible with my time. And so I can then sit down to running my notary business 20 hours, 20 to 30 hours max a week. And then outside of that, I can do other things. I can do yard work. I can do family time. I can actually, fix other holes in my life and my other business, right? But again, my other business is on autopilot. It's real estate. I don't do anything. I just collect checks. That's all I do. And I don't think I'm making a lot of money because I'm not. So anyway, that was the last question. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Let's go ahead and wrap it up with the in gross. My dog is choking. Definitely time for me to go. Um, like wrap it up. As I always say, ooh, you snuck in right, perfect timing. As I always say, my notary buddies, always, 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 y'all be safe out there. Always be safe out there. Be kind, and remember that you got this. Miss Nikisha, I got you before I leave, and Miss Rashima, I got you. Miss Nikisha's out here with Nikisha's out here with me in Georgia, and Miss Rashima's out in Florida. I got both y'all. Y'all in the community, so you ain't gotta wait. Go start that course tonight. Y'all have a fantastic night. Bye. Oh, who I gotta turn off? I'm over here dancing and YouTube still going.